So the car does feel nice, you know. We're currently on dynamic because, of course, why are you going to be driving an RS if you're not going to put on dynamic? Favorite part about the entire car, which is the seats, man. Look at the seats, bro. They feel crazy. Today we have the Audi RS5 2025 and valued at 400,000 dirhams. Crazy price range, but what do you expect with an Audi RS5 Quattro? So let's get started. Let's look at the front here. One thing I love about Audi is how mean their cars always look. So let's start off with the headlights. It has a very nice pattern to it, especially when you're actually using the turn signals. You have small little vents, these are the sensors, cameras. You come here, you have the main grille, which looks very mean. I don't know what you call this pattern, this geometric shapes that they have in the front, but it's been in with Audi for such a long time. You have your lip here as well, and your 4 rings. Do you know what these 4 rings stand for? Neither do I, so let's move. Let's start off with the rims. It's a very nice design. I don't know if you guys will understand me when I say this, because maybe it's just me, but the shape of these rims also remind me of the front grille. Does that make sense? Maybe not, maybe it does. But anyways, you have these rims in glossy black, I assume, with these big red brake calipers. Amazing. These are 20-inch rims, if I'm not mistaken. 20-inch rims, beautiful, very simple. You'll probably notice in this car that you'll find a lot of RS. It's badged everywhere. You come here, very mean and well-structured sedan, honestly. You have these lines throughout, showcasing its shape. Let's go towards the back now. Towards the back, we have a small lip, just to give it a little bit of like a pizzazz, right? You have the tail lights, which look very nice, very simple. Then it is a dual exhaust. It's not Akrapovic, it's just a normal exhaust system that it currently has from Audi itself. Very nice. First thing you notice exactly when you enter this car is the carbon fiber. On the center console, on the dashboard here, it looks beautiful. But let's go in order. So let's start off with what I see as the driver. Well, actually before that, let's go start here on the left side. We have the car door, right? We have the carbon fiber accents. We have the ambient lights. That's red because you're an Audi RS5, so you need it to always be red. But anyways, we go here. I don't know, oh, yeah, we were just vibing out. Anyways, so you have 3 or 4 different materials, which is crazy. They all feel nice, very luxurious, very premium. Then we look here, Alcantara steering wheel or suede, one of them. Regardless of what it is, it's beautiful, right? We have the flat bottom, makes you feel like you're an Audi. It's an Audi signature. Here we have the buttons that feel like, you know, the 2024, 2023s, I'm assuming. Nothing too much. It's not too there with tech. I think the RS5 is just there purely for performance with the Quattro RS5. Oh, come on, beautiful. But anyways, then we have the sides here, which is the common, you know, Audi things, man. You know, whatever you call these. You know, it's good, still high quality. You have the paddle shifters, which feels premium. You know, the steel on it. What is it? Steel or plastic or whatever. It's very high quality feel anyways. Then we have the digital cluster here for the cockpit. I love it. It just makes you feel like you're not in a typical, you know, road legal car. It makes you feel like you're in a, I don't know how the ones look like in F1, but it does make you feel like you're in a race car because, you know, the way they have the RPM and the speed showing. So it does feel like there's a lot of things all at once, but it's nice. I kind of like it. I kind of like that you see everything about the car just from here, which is beautiful. But anyways, now let's talk about the center. Looking here at the center, we have the infotainment, first thing you see, which is 10.5 inches. I'm not gonna lie, I expected it to be smaller. It looks smaller because it's not using the entire screen, it's using a bit of it. But regardless, very well connectivity, you know, it's very responsive as well. You have all the applications you need, Apple CarPlay. Plus, if we go back here, we have the, you know, radio, media, my car, If we press on my car, it shows you everything you need, right? So lights and vision, Audi drive, so you could switch between your driving selects, which you only have 3, I'm assuming, from Audi, which is comfort, auto, and dynamic. Here it does have intelligence coasting. Don't ask me what that is, it just sounds good. If you don't know what it is, search it up. When you go on lights and vision, it does have exterior lights and background lighting. Ooh, okay, yeah, we can make it brighter or lower. Yeah, see, there we go. But I don't think we could change the color. The color stays the same way it is, like I mentioned before. But that's the infotainment system for you. You have all the things you need here to go through, and you could mess around with and find out what you like and what you don't like about it. Then we go right under, we have the AC unit right here, very typical. And then we have the buttons. Usually, newer models have like some sort of haptic feel to kind of mess around with the AC unit, you know, and so on. But I like this. I like the pressing. It makes me feel like there's something, you know what I mean, that I could physically touch rather than the haptic feel. Of course, we have the classic scroll as well for the AC units and many other different features. You have your heating seats as well. Who knew that these seats could be heated? And then you have a storage compartment that will fit maybe just your keys, and that's about it. And then you have here your gear. This is just amazing. It feels very nice. The suede, it's just same feeling you have on your steering wheel, you have it here on your gear. So this car has an 8-speed Triptonic gear, which is automatic. Audi just wants to be a little bit special. And then here we have the park and the auto hold, which is nice. I feel like, you know, they focus so much about the performance in this car and, you know, the steering wheel rather than so much about the interior. You know, they're really performance based, because this just feels like it's like they haven't put so much effort into it, right? But it's there. But anyways, we move on to now my favorite part about the entire car, which is the seats, man. Look at the seats, bro. They feel crazy. The RS seats, man, the bucket seats, they're phenomenal. They feel like you're getting hugged by the seats. So you know for a fact this is such a performance-based car, because if you're driving it on a track, you're staying in place. You're not moving about, right? Because they're hugging you literally forever, and they're quite comfortable. But I don't feel like they'll be comfortable in the long rides, but they will probably be comfortable for the short rides. And then the speakers. What are the speakers in this car? So we have Bang & Olufsen speakers, you know, surround sound. The quality is amazing. I've been testing it out the entire day today, and it just sounds beautiful. So let's maybe hop into the back now. We've done everything in the front, so let's see if there's some good features in the back or bad. Let's go. Okay, so now we are in the back seats. You know, it's not as bad as I expected. Like, yeah, of course, I cannot, like, this is the max I could go. By the way, just look at these bucket seats, man. That's crazy. The carbon fiber that they have on it in the back, it feels amazing. But the space isn't that, like, it's not that bad. For a sedan sports car, it's not bad at all, you know? Like, if I sit straight, yeah, my head's definitely gonna start hitting the back. I have a little bit of leg room here, but yet again, it's okay. Do we have these headrests that are, oh, no, that's better. Yeah, the headrests, okay, I'm not gonna use them, clearly. But whatever, we'll move on. Here we have the AC unit, typical, with a button of just plus and minus, with a screen that's showing you the temperature. That's about it here. And let's see the center console here. 2 cup holders, which for some reason were complicated to put out. But what are these gonna fit? Are these fully out? These are not fully out, no way. Like, what are you gonna fit inside here? Nothing. Generally nothing. Crazy. Anyways, and you have here, which could fit only 4 pieces of paper. But anyways, we close these up. Can you put anything else up here? Ooh, okay, hold up. If we do this, there we go. Hold up, let's look at that. You can get direct access to the trunk, just in case, you know, you have something which is long and you need extra space. You could do that too. I'm pretty sure you could put these down as well. Look at that. See? Speaking about practicality, Audi's there with practicality. Now you have all this space. You can put down this seat too. And you have direct access to the trunk, which is more than enough space for your groceries, for whatever you actually may need, especially now since you can put these down. You know, there you go. Done. Perfect. Let's put these back up. Amazing. Well, that's the back seats for you. That's about it from the back. All right, so currently we are in the Audi RS5. We've seen how it is from the exterior and interior. Now let's see how this bad boy performs. I'm excited because this is the first Quattro grip car that I would actually be driving and testing out. I haven't really tested out an Audi RS at any point, so it's going to be very fun. From already, like we talked about, how the grip of the steering wheel is just perfect, so it feels good. So let's just give it a little. So the car does feel nice, you know. We're currently on dynamic because, of course, why are you going to be driving an RS if you're not going to put it on dynamic? So this car is using a 2.9 liter V6, pushing roughly around 440 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower. And like I've already mentioned, it has Quattro. Come on, bro, Quattro is crazy. Quattro's up there with M performance, right? They have this whole debate with the RS6 and the M3 CS, which one's faster, but we'll push that to another conversation. Currently, the 0 to 100 in this car is in 3 seconds. 3 seconds, 0 to 100. That's ridiculous, if you ask me. You know, these seats really, like, they hug you. While you're driving, I feel like I'm always gonna stay in the same freaking position. This is very it's comfortable if you're trying to speed and have fun, but I don't feel like on a long drives these will be comfortable enough. You know, I feel like it's gonna be too hard for the long drives. You'll end up feeling, you know, everything. By the way, the suspensions on this car is perfect, but you do feel it's a low car. Like, you see me like moving up and down every second. Right, so we are in Audi RS5 2025. And compared to all the cars that we have reviewed previously, this is kind of underwhelming in a sense from the interior side of things, you know, with the 15-inch screens and so on and so forth, all these other different features that we got in the other cars. Because when you do look at this, like, you do feel like you might be a tiny bit outdated, but yet again, you're getting everything else in return. You're getting the best features in a car in return. Any of those cars that we have previously reviewed will not come in comparison to this car regarding performance, reliability, engine, everything. Man, it's an Audi at the end of the day. And the drive has never been better. Has never been better. This is the best car that I've currently reviewed in terms of driving. This is the best car. It feels so nice to drive, and just like, you always feel like you wanna press on the car because it's like screaming at you, just like, listen, I need you to hit the pedal there. But it's very fun. It's very fun so far. I do think though, if they added an Akrapovic exhaust on this, which you could get from the dealership itself, would have been better. Sort of sounded better, but it still feels so nice. That pull, that you get from driving, unmatched. Now we're on a bumpier road. Let's test out the suspensions. Suspensions are good. Feels nice. Yes, it's not as comfortable, but still good. Still good, you know. One thing I don't actually like a lot in the Audi is where they put their drive select. It's like so far out, so if I'm driving and I want to switch it, I have to like really reach out to press it. Engine data, let's talk about the engine data. This is something I really like about the Audi that other cars may not have. You know, it shows you the power and the torque percentage that you're using, which is very nice to see when you're actually like driving and pushing it a little bit. You get to see like how hard are you actually pushing this car. And the RPM that it has, the digital cluster, is very cool. Like, it's different and it's unique. I think, like, with all honesty, I'm a BMW guy when it comes to performance, but when it comes to like interior and the feel of, like, let's say, yeah, full on just interior, I would say Audi. I love how it has that mean, aggressive look, even though this RS5 does not have it. There's just a screen here. But in the, let's say, RS6, I'm pretty sure in the RS7 as well, they have that mean, edgy, like everything is cornered, you know what I mean? Look, just perfect. Alright guys, so this is going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys like, subscribe and share. Make sure you comment down below what's your favorite feature about this car and what car you'd like to see next.